Hello, Pisces. My name is Tiffany from Tiffany's Tarology, and it's so good to be here with you today. Just wanted to start off your reading by saying you may have an unexpected call or visitor in the next couple of days, or some type of distraction. As I was getting ready to sit down for your reading, I always look at kind of how my world unfolds because it's usually pertinent and part of the message. I received a phone call. I received a knock at the door. The dog started barking. The baby was just settling down for a nap, and it was causing all types of delays or distractions. So maybe an important message, a phone call, a person physically at the door could be relevant for you, but it seems like it's trying to distract you. As always, Pisces, started something new. I'll be putting the names of the decks in my description box with links where you can find them in case you're interested. I know a lot of you have been asking. I did also have a very interesting comment again where someone said to cut down on the chatter and get straight to the message. And I'm here to say, Pisces, this is a channel where you are given opportunity to click on timestamps and move around the message. If you don't like to hear me talk and you want to get straight to the message, you have the power to make your own decisions. Let's dive in. Okay, Pisces, you have eagle, communion, Gaia, nurturing, dance, celebration, autumnal equinox, release, dream time, creation, winter solstice, reflection, music, harmony, lotus flower, unfoldment, stone people, vigilance, and on the bottom of your deck, you have full moon, completion. Okay, Pisces, there are many layers to this message, so be patient with me as I try to put them all together. But I want to start off by saying, with this full moon card, this difficult cycle that you have been going through, this kind of tumultuous feeling of maybe turmoil, trying to grow where you've been planted energy, you're reaching a state of completion. With the full moon that is coming up on the 7th in Pisces, you are going to have a big breakthrough. And even if it's a quiet breakthrough, it's going to be huge. Expect a turning point, expect a change, expect something new to come in as the old is completed. Now, this is going to be an eclipse, Pisces, in your first house, especially if you're a Pisces rising, but it's going to affect wherever your sun sign is, if you're a Pisces sun, wherever your moon is, if you're a Pisces moon, and so forth and so on. But this is a great time of spirit saying you don't need to worry about whatever's been ailing you anymore. This period of suffering and trial and tribulation is coming to an end. They still want you to stay vigilant and pay attention because there are some loose ends that you do need to close up at this time. Your spirit team and your ancestors are coming through this message quite loudly, telling you to look to where you may feel uneasy or where something is telling you to move towards or away from something, because they are sending you messages. Many of you are receiving communication through animal messengers. When I saw the communion card, I thought it said communication, but it did not. It's about being one with nature, one with our ancestors, one with our guides. So the eagle could be bringing you a message because birds are messengers. And I feel as though your spirit team, especially your ancestors coming through in this message, trying to let you know that they are with you. They see what you're going through. And this period is about to come to a close. Expect some type of message, some type of clear answer. Some of you, it could be through your dream state. Others of you, a physical letter or message. But it's going to allow you to see that you have been and will always be taken care of. Gaia is about nurturing. The world, the earth, the land that we stand upon has absolutely everything that we need. And for generations, our ancestors were taken care of in much the same way that we can be as well. Your spirit team is saying, lay the burdens down and allow Mother Gaia, your ancestors, your spirit team, to help you feel like you are being taken care of. Nurture yourself, get out in nature if possible, and enjoy this time of fruitfulness and abundance that is about to come into your life. You are about to celebrate. Some of you with music, some of you with dance, maybe a little bit of both. You might be hanging out with friends, going to a party, celebrating a huge milestone. But I do see an energy here with dance and music where if you have the opportunity to dance or listen to your favorite music, put on some tunes, move your feet, clap your hands, whatever you can to invoke this feeling of thankfulness for this period that is closing in your life. Your ancestors are saying this is a moment to release. And one of the best ways to release physical energy from the body is through music. You could be writing music, you could be singing at this time, you could just be listening to it. And also through movement of the body, through dance. And it doesn't matter if your mobility is limited. This is a time for you to move whatever parts of your body can move freely. Even if it is just your shoulders, your hands, your arms. Maybe you'll just wiggle your feet, whatever the case is. But as we head towards this equinox that's coming from the northern hemisphere around the 22nd of September, but wherever you are in the world, you may experience this at the equinox. There's an energy that it's time to let go. The full moon that is going to hit before this equinox is saying, the chapter's complete, the chapter's complete. What else do you need to get rid of to fully immerse yourself in this new life? The autumn is about shedding. It's about revealing. It's about harvesting. It's about change. We're getting ready to hunker down for the winter, which also comes up with the winter solstice. So the equinox and the solstice are going to be huge energies in your life, Pisces, big turning points for you in your creation stories, in your financial stories, in your health stories. I'm seeing also some of you in your financial stories. Understand that as you release what no longer belongs to you, the winter will allow you to reflect on the changes that are coming up for you in the springtime. The message yesterday was about the spring, and that's when a lot is going to start unfolding for you. So if you haven't caught yesterday's message, I would recommend you watch it. It was about having a second chance. There's something blooming for you, but in order to receive that which is coming in for you in the spring, Spirit says, get rid of whatever you don't need to take with you. Old clothes, old habits, old relationships, worn down jobs, mindsets, beliefs. I'm seeing some of you walking away from certain studies. Maybe you've kind of given up on a certain route in your life. And it's so that you can reflect this winter, kind of gather your bearings, sit in stillness, and move towards whatever it is that Spirit has told you to create in this lifetime. This shows, when I was reading the book, an Aborigine playing a didgeridoo. And as he's playing the didgeridoo, he is creating all of the world around him. It's coming out through music and creation and creativity, passions. So your spirit team is saying, this difficult period for you, this really Saturnian energy that's going to be with you for the next 6 months, as Saturn rounds about through Pisces one last time. For a while. It's going to be about 30 years till it's back. But this is a time for you, Pisces, to say, okay, I'm going to lay the burdens down. I'm going to create the thing. I'm going to do the thing. I'm going to start the project. I'm going to go to the new place. I'm going to let go or start the new job, whatever the case is for you. I'm going to immerse myself in a new craft, a new hobby. I'm going to dance for the first time in a long time because it is time. You have been unfolding for some time, Pisces, as a lotus. A big heart-opening activation over the last few years, where you've been asked to tap into the reservoirs deep within you. The lotus grows out of the muck and the mire. Its roots extend deep into the water in muddy conditions where there isn't much beauty, where there probably hasn't been much growth for you, other than soul work. I'll say that. And now you're getting ready to spread your wings and move and flourish and bloom in places that you were never meant to stay forever. So this is a time where your spiritual life is expanding and unfolding. I said, whether you see it or recognize it or not. And understand that Spirit is saying you've completed this chapter. A big 6-month chapter for you, because from March until now, that new moon in Pisces to the full moon in Pisces, there has been a big activation in your life. You may need to go outside and ground during the eclipse energy, but something good is coming in for you because of the hard work, and your ancestors are going to let you see something miraculous, something big come into your life with this completion under the full moon that you have needed, something to celebrate, something to awaken your energy again. Let's see if we can get an idea of what this might be. But of course, with so many of you on here, I'm going to leave dance at the top. It's going to be hard to probably say all the different things that are coming into your life. But Pisces, what are you ready to celebrate? Drop it in the comments. Are you ready to celebrate a new home, a new car, your health, a baby, a grandchild, retirement, a court case win, that new lease on life? Have you received something beautiful in the form of a letter or a message from a bird or an animal? Any sort of animal. And are you seeing that Spirit is providing for you? For Pisces, what's the current situation? What are they about to celebrate, Spirit? What's coming in? Wow. Oh my gosh, Pisces. This is strong energy to start off your reading. The 9 of Wands to the Wheel of Fortune. This means after trailblazing and being strong and resilient for so long. This is Wounded Warrior. You've been at battle for a while. The Wheel of Fortune says there is going to be this fateful, huge culmination, something that you're really going to be excited about that's coming in for you. The fated changes that have been ready to be received by you for a while, but they just needed the astrological energy to kind of match up. You are about to dance your way. They're even dancing on this wheel, dancing your way into something new, something exciting, something you've been waiting for. Will it probably come in all at once? Of course not, Pisces, but there is something on the way, something that is going to bring in a lot of fortune for you. I think we may end up using my Lenormand cards at the end to see what messages want to come through as far as what it could be for you, Pisces. But definitely I see a lot of you creating. Oh, I have to show you this. Some of you are going to be celebrating someone or something exiting your life. A jokester energy, a trickster energy, a bad egg. Someone maybe that you've been at battle with for some time. Yeah, that warrior energy. An enemy could be leaving or exiting your life. A difficult situation, a difficult diagnosis. Your challenge has been the waiting game, the 7 of Pentacles. The fall brings in the harvest. And whenever I see the 7 of Pentacles, I always think about harvest. I always think about fall. This is a farmer who is kind of waiting over his produce or whatever this is that you've been waiting for. It could be physical money for some of you, but it doesn't have to be. But whatever you've been waiting for, there is that release energy coming in the fall. You're going to pick the fruits that you've labored over. Your harvest will be plenty. Gaia will be nurturing you, and you are going to see a success. But the challenge has been, it's been a long wait. 7 of Pentacles in reverse is essentially how we have to look at that. You may have even felt very impatient, like you were being forced to sit down and wait. Maybe also dealing with health crises, during this time, heartbreaks. And you've had to almost just sit there and say, Spirit, why are you not allowing me to move past this, to move out of this? But there was a lot that you were learning, a lot that you were being given at the same time that maybe you felt like things were being taken away. I see something being pushed into you while you had to sit there and wait, Pisces. There was something that was being imparted unto you. Knowledge, power, wisdom. Stick-to-itiveness, strength. Wow, the Fool. You're ready. Whatever this is that's coming in, I'm seeing some of you starting to really pop off on your platforms. I'm seeing some of you getting ready to finally move, finally sell the house, finally got the cars. You're finally getting the keys. I'm seeing someone like picking up keys, getting that money. Allowing yourself to finally sit in the seat of, I did it. I healed whatever was ailing my body. Also, I see some of you taking a leap towards parenthood, getting married, starting a new relationship. This is so profound. And the Fool card says this is the new cycle. This is the new chapter. We talked about the book being closed. There's no more chapters to the old Pisces. This is the full moon that you have been waiting for. I wasn't even going to do a reading for the full moon, but the energy is coming through. Expect a happy surprise. Expect a good report. Expect the unexpected, but it is going to make you happy. And you may even feel a little defensive and you're not really sure if you can trust it, but I see it coming in through someone you can trust. And it's going to allow you to start your life again. Page of Pentacles, okay? Area of focus. Oh my gosh, you've been manifesting this. This is the Magician. Spirit says you asked for it eons ago. You've been working towards this. Maybe some days you've been working on it. Some days you just got tired. That's okay. I'm seeing manifestation, prayer, belief, faith, holding on. In spite of all the waiting, right? All of that hard work, all of the difficult days and nights that you had to put into waiting for something to reap in your life. It's about to come through magically. Spirit says this was an opportunity, Pisces, for you to just feel your power. I see some of you literally dancing because of the news that you receive. And what it's going to do is it's going to allow you to let go of this old life, this old energy. Aid the energy of the new coming in by getting rid of the old. When I was reading that card about the autumnal equinox, it said you have to actually part ways with the things that you don't want in your life. So one thing that I'm doing, World card for confirmation, has been cleaning out my closet. If those clothes don't fit, or if you haven't worn them in forever, Pisces, you have shoes you don't need, show the universe you're ready to close out cycles by getting rid of things so that they can bring in new people, new opportunities, new clothing, new happiness in your life. Inspiration is coming back in, Pisces. Near future, loving the energy of this. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Something that was really coming in slow. Something that you were waiting on. I feel like finally Spirit's going to turn over that slow energy and it's all going to pour out. I literally see like coins falling out of a piggy bank. I'm seeing someone who knocked into something and everything just fell over. Like you could have ran into a stack of papers or even some money. But I'm seeing in my third eye that like there's this overflow. Things falling. Like literally you might even have to like laugh when this happens. Like you're going to run into something, Pisces. Some of you might be doing this while you're listening to the read, but I'm just seeing you kind of like look and laugh. And you're just like, well, there it goes. But it's going to be something really good. Something unexpected. 4 of Cups. Recent past. Nine of Swords. Spirit's breaking you out of the bondage that you have felt, this anxiety, this crippling energy, feeling abused, abandoned, hurt, holding on for dear life. Like imagine this person is hanging with their arms like this. The immense pressure that you would feel, right? The swords that have been stacked above you were almost taunting you. And you were like, Spirit, I need to get out of this. Like I'm very anxious. I'm very tired. I don't feel like dealing with this. I can't hold on much longer. I see the swords starting to slice through the cords that have kept you attached to this situation. You will be free. And you are going to be put on a new launch pad, trajectory, movement forward. It's happening. And it is going to require you to make a difficult decision for some of you. Though I don't think this is going to be absolutely everybody. But for some of you, you have had to, or you are making a choice that's going to bring in this communication. Maybe you're waiting on a decision to be made. That's what I just heard Spirit say as well. Advice. I just heard trick or treat, smell my feet, give me something good to eat. So something could be coming in around Halloween for some of you. The Moon card is advice. Spirit says you won't be able to see it yet, but when the full moon hits, expect massive change. The darkness that you've been traversing, the unknowns, the illusions, the lack of ability to see clearly where you're going, that's what the moon can be about. Having to navigate by your intuition only and not seeing things right, or just being unsure of what is happening. It's going to be illuminated. The full moon is going to show you something. What is it going to show them, Spirit? What's it going to show Pisces? Communication coming in. Again, I see a letter, a stop by the house, some type of message or messenger. Could be even through like an animal, again, like that eagle. If you see a bald eagle, very significant for you. There's a burden that you've been carrying, and this is going to help you cut through the darkness. It was probably through a deceptor, 7 of Swords here. And you are going to be able to finally go, I can breathe. The burden is done. The burden's lifted. There was a lot of karma attached to whatever this is. And you have been waiting and waiting and waiting for the ability to let this go. And I do see that once you let this go and you celebrate, there is going to be that time though, Pisces, where you have to kind of sit in stillness, because it's not going to be fully over. And the fact that, like, okay, let's say you have this release and you finally get the message that things are going to come into fruition for you. A lot of abundant energy. I still see this vigilance, and you have to really mind the people around you, especially through the winter. You're going to be reflecting on the celebration that you had, because you're going into a place of harmony, but it's unfolding. I don't think everything is going to be done right at the beginning for you. I think again, example could be you are awarded, let's say, the money that you were fighting for in a court case, but you have to wait several months for that payout to come. Or let's say you sold the house, but now you have to go through escrow. You purchased the car, but you still have to wait for the tags or the license plate to show up in the mail. Like, I'm seeing something like that. So there's still this entanglement or something maybe through the winter that has to get completed, but I do see something now saying it's yours. It's yours. The wheel is turning in your favor. That other person is falling off. All the conflict that they were bringing into your life. 7 of Swords to the 5 of Wands. Like, a lot of negative energy here. A lot of illusions, needing to make difficult decisions. And this was likely with a soulmate that you were dealing with, or a person who showed up in a soulmate energy. Could definitely have been family. Some of you, this is going to be as a result of a massive ending, but I do feel like for some of you, the massive ending could be physical loss of life. Maybe this person already passed away. You could be dealing with estate planning and selling of homes because someone did pass away. A couple of you have shared that with me. So while I don't think you're going to be celebrating them being gone, you're going to be celebrating that the passage of time of trying to get something settled is going to arrive. All right. Yeah. And the end of illusion. I think you're going to see very clearly what you need to do. But you will have a lot of choices. Environment. The Star. Ready to heal. Ready to step into the spotlight. Ready to go through the trenches to become the newer version of yourself that you've been waiting on. This is going to help you to believe again. I hear Spirit saying, I'm hearing that song, When You Wish Upon a Star, from Disney. I don't know all the words, but it says, when you wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are. Something like that. Da 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 da. So what have you been wishing for, Pisces? Your environment shows a wish fulfilled. A path finally uncovered. A portal opened where you can finally celebrate the beginning of something new that you've been working on feverishly for so long. I do see an energy here where you also are going to have people around you who are celebrating with you. One of the things that the dance card did say in the Oh, sorry. That goes with the star. One of the things that the card dance did say in the book was that although you don't see them, there are other people in this particular ancestor's tribe that are dancing alongside her. So this is not only going to be a win for you, but I think a win for a lot of people in your life. And you have been, oh, Pisces, it makes me emotional. You have been believing in something that people probably just were like, Pisces, you're crazy. This is never going to happen. And it's about to happen. Hopes and fears. Don't worry, Pisces. So much music is coming through. Don't worry, be happy. You're going to get double for your trouble. 9 of Cups is a wish fulfilled. You have the Star card for your environment and the 9 of Cups for your hopes and fears. You are hoping that this is about to be over. All the work that you put into this, Pisces, it's about to be over. Again, do I still think that you're going to have to maybe tweak some things through the winter? Yes, because there was that release through the autumn, but also the reflection through the winter. But I believe that whatever you have needed, like an official notice of some sort, it's coming through. Okay? You've been working on this for a while. Probably multiple people involved with that 3 of Pentacles. Potential outcome. This is a beautiful, beautiful message, Pisces. Woo! Tell me why the 3 of Swords. Why the 3 of Swords? That's an interesting outcome. Okay. Because it's not just about you. So this is what I would say. I'm going to still end this on a high note because this is a beautiful message. Understand that as you end up with this 3 of Swords and the potential outcome, it looks like this is an emotionally charged situation where you are being vigilant about the people around you. There is abundance that is coming into you, Pisces, with the Empress, but it is as a result of a difficult decision that you have had to make. But what I see here is you chose your heart. You chose what you needed, and it may hurt other people. But you had to choose what was best for you, and sometimes that is at the expense of someone else's happiness. I see you choosing with your heart, allowing the Empress energy to come in, allowing the abundance, the fertility, the whatever it is that you have been asking or wanting. There is a heart healing that is going to happen here. For some of you where it's not someone else's heart, this is like, okay, you may have your heart broken one more time, but that's it. This is a completion of that heartbreak story for you. Big decision coming up for you though. What's this decision about? I don't want to leave you guys on too much of a cliffhanger. 10 of Cups. What else, Spirit? 7 of Wands. 3 of Wands in the bottom. You're making a decision, again, maybe in regard to family, in regard to family planning. I'm hearing also there could be an energy here of a family decision. The 10 of Cups definitely represents family, your lineage. You're protected though. Make sure to protect your assets, protect yourself. Do what is in the best interest of you, Pisces. I think this is a hard won fight, but the outlook is good. The outlook is 10 of Pentacles. The outlook is 4 of Wands. When you focus on your future is going to, I believe, look a little bit lighter. There's going to be people who don't go with you to the other side. This 10 of Pentacles that's coming in for you, it's not for everybody else. And I think that people may look at you, Pisces, as whatever decision this is, whatever you're celebrating, as honestly, they're going to think you're being selfish. But you're not. You just stopped choosing them and you chose yourself. So don't let that energy that tried to kind of come in here and ruin your story, because I don't like that it came out, but it is what it is. Don't let whatever is kind of looming in the background ruin your win. Keep that in mind that it is an eclipse. And so eclipses do cause things to be shed or taken away. So it may be a win, but at the loss of something else. And that's just life. I'm going to pull some tea leaf for you really quick to just kind of get some last messages for you on whatever could be coming in. They're fortune cards. I think you have a really, really beautiful fortune coming in for you. All right, there's 2 stacks here, Pisces. My guides were kind of giving me what deck to pull out. All right, Spirit, what is coming in for Pisces? Crib, a birth or conception of a child or an enterprise. I definitely felt that energy. Chair empty, someone is leaving your life. So this could be physically, someone could be leaving. This could be emotionally, someone leaving. But I do feel like with the eclipse energy in your 7th house, that's coming up as well. A little bit later in the month in Virgo, it's going to happen. The wheel, it says indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. So you may have felt like you've been spinning your wheels in this situation for a long time, but that is all coming to a close. I'm going to pull 6 from each deck for you, Pisces. So bear with me here. The lily, this is my daughter's name, spiritual love. So some of the gain is going to be for, again, other people in your life. A fair man. You could be dealing with or have a relationship with a man with blonde, gray, or white hair. They could be significant to being cut away at this time. This is the last one from this one. So we have camel. Persevere and you will overcome problems. So this has been something that you've been hanging on to. I do have to show this to you, Pisces. It says leg, you're stepping into a new experience. So somewhere you've never been before, something you've never done before, it's coming in for you. November is going to be very significant. Okay, so going into the winter time, big changes for you then. Quill, getting back to the basics, but I also see someone writing you a letter. Remember in olden times, they used to write with quill pens. You may be writing a letter. I'm hearing Dear John letter. I'm also seeing someone writing you like a goodbye. It could be a text. Mountain, major challenge to overcome, but you will overcome. You have wishbone. A wish is granted. Okay, so that's that energy we had from the hopes and wishes, the 9 of Cups. A wish is being granted for you, Pisces. And because that chair emptied out, now the chair will be filled. Someone new is entering your life. So out with the old and in with the new. I'm going to take 2 more. I don't know if we're on 6 or not. We have dolphin. What else, Spirit? Oh, a couple came out. Bear with me, Pisces. You know I love you guys. Dolphin, financial gain, usually coming from something you did in the past. This could be past life. This could be a person from your past. This could be an old job, working with someone that you used to know. You have pale. It says time to get out of a situation. So remember I told you I saw something spilling or getting knocked over? For some of you, it could be a pail. Like there could be like water, something outside. You may drop a cup. That will be significant. Egg, success assured with good plans and hard work. And yesterday's reading also had the eggs in the nest for springtime. And dark woman, you could be dealing or have a relationship with a woman with dark complexion or hair. On the bottom, you have tankard. It says celebration, fun, and enjoyment. So some of you are going to be going out for drinks because of this. But I'm really happy that I can share all of that with you, Pisces. Something really good is coming in for you. Someone's leaving your life. Someone's entering your life. A child is very significant. A big goodbye. A fair-haired man, a dark-haired man or woman. It could be either or. But this has been a really difficult road. But I see between September and November, there's going to be a massive release and change for you. That winter from November through January, even like February-ish, I feel a lot is going to get stirred up for you. And then Pisces season come and boom, we have that success that's like taking you full steam ahead. It's going to be the end of the eclipses. Really exciting time. So Pisces, if you are ready to celebrate, put like a dancing emoji or a celebration emoji, something that makes you feel alive. You know, some like it could even be the sun, but just say, I am ready to celebrate. Okay. So excited for you. Love you so much. And I will see you again tomorrow. Bye, Pisces.